And one game going on right now. Cubs up on the Nationals in the top of the ninth, 11-5. The score in that one. Game still to come this afternoon that we'll be keeping an eye on. The Diamondbacks playing host to the Red Sox. Angels and A's in Anaheim. Padres on the road to take on the Rockies. Giants and Cardinals in St. Louis. Huge matchup. Astros and Rangers get together in Texas. Game one of that series coming your way, as well as the Royals and Twins in Kansas City. And the Rays, who have won 7 in a row, play host to the Guardians.
Snapshot, brought to you by Miller Lite. When it's game time, it's Miller time.
This hour is brought to you by Legacy Group Capital Common Sense Lending.
From the Quantum Fiber Studio, this is Wyman and Bob.
On Seattle Sports.
Streaming live on the Seattle Sports app and at seattlesports.com.
Now, here are your hosts, Dave Wyman and Bob Stelton.
Welcome, everybody. It's Wyman and Bob. This is Seattle Sports on 710, seattlesports.com. Happy Friday to everybody out there. Hopefully everybody's set to have a great weekend, and hopefully we're going to have a great weekend as sports fans with the Mariners starting their series with the Atlanta Braves. We've got the opening game, game one of the Seahawks season, coming up Sunday with the San Francisco 49ers coming to town. We'll get into all of that. We'll do our predictions for this game. Call it now, coming up at 2:30. We will do Mean Text. It is a short show today because we are going to turn you over to the Mariners pregame show coming up at 3 p.m., but we'll do Mean Text at 2:50. So you got about 48 minutes, 47 minutes to come up with come up with your gems, your shots you want to take at us.
I like your optimism, Dave. They're not awake. They certainly won't be awake by 2:50.
Yeah, wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what they got.
It is a working day.
It is, yeah.
That doesn't affect our listeners.
That's true. Yeah, most are unemployed and stoned.
Oh, boy. Here we go. There's the material for you. 866.
Just dumb.
979-3776. 866-979-3776. I believe you guys can get it done because Adam Ray has already sent in Mean Text to us, and he's in Italy right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he sent those to us from Italy. That's commitment.
What? No kidding.
Yeah, he was doing shows in Dublin, Ireland, and he's worldwide now.
I feel sorry for his wife. I mean, he should be spending time with her.
She's with him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's spending time texting in.
Yeah. Well, she might need a break. He could be a lot. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he's given us Mean Text from Italy, so I believe our listeners who are local, who are here, can get something done. 866-979-3776. All right, something we did we figure out when we did this initially? You and I came up with, we came to a conclusion. We went through the schedule and said, here's our prediction. Now, we did that, and I remember saying, look, we reserved the right to change all of this because we had no idea I think it was before the draft, wasn't it?
I think
maybe it was slightly after.
You found it in your notebook, right? I think it was like the day or two after the schedule came out. So
which was
like May.
Okay.
Mid-May.
Okay. So, but not knowing what the rosters were going to look like, what everybody else's rosters were going to look like, what preseason games, any of that. So,
see, luckily, I write down my thoughts and feelings in my notebook, and I could go through it. So,
did you write how you felt about your predictions there?
Yeah, I was a little bit ashamed on one of them. Yeah, I mean, you talk about a turd in a swimming pool. I have us losing to Tampa Bay at home, and that's the 50th anniversary.
Oh,
thing.
no.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. You probably didn't know it was that day at that time. Yeah. I don't know. So we're going to go through it. We're going to give our final predictions game by game and come up with our what it looks like at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And I
think we were right last year. I think we both had 10 and 7.
Yeah, we nailed it last year, and that was in the face of Vegas and everybody else because the over-under, I think, was 6.5 to start. I know it varies somewhere. You know, each sports book might have a different 7.5 here, 6.5 here, but I think the consensus was certainly that this was a losing team, and I think nobody expected them to have more than 6 or 7 wins.
Yeah, I talked to my guy, Kevin, down at Muckleshoot last night because I did the show down there with Sylvie, and we do it like right near the sports book, and he was like, man, I got 8.5, but I wish that it would have been, I should have got it when it was 7.5. So it's gone up.
Yeah. Okay. So it's at 8.5 now?
I think it's 7.5 now. It came up from 6.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what I heard anyway. So, but maybe I'm wrong.
You and I are taking the over on that.
Yeah.
That's easy. So we're going to go through this game by game here.
Moyer especially.
Moyer's got him going 17-0.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's start this weekend. right? And we'll get into the call it now. We'll get into, the particulars of this game, but just, were you calling for a win or a loss this weekend?
I'm calling for a win, man. They got to turn things around at home, first of all. But then, you look at San Francisco. I mean, their offense is very good. But, I mean, as far as the matchup goes, you look at where they were and where they were ranked last year. I mean, they were top 5 in a lot of offensive numbers. So that's where their strength is. And, I was talking about this yesterday that I think it was either 6 or 7 players are back from that Super Bowl win. The 2 tackles, it's McKivitz and Williams. Brundle, I think, is the center. So you got 3 on your offensive line. You got McCaffrey. You got Purdy. You've got
McCaffrey's already dinged up.
Yeah.
What was it, a calf injury? Is that what we were looking at today?
Yes, he is actually just a Niners reporter 7 minutes ago says he'll be officially listed as questionable. He did not practice today.
That guy, I mean, I love him.
That's
He's
big.
a brilliant player, but the guy is always hurt.
I know.
So
They also got George Kittle back.
Kettle, yeah.
So, I mean, I think where do we match up best? Our defense. I mean, the way they finished last year. So I'm thinking that they can keep them in check. And then that, you look at their defense and you got 3 guys back from that Super Bowl. Lenore,
Creep.
Bosa. Yeah, a little creep. Nick Bosa, who has declining numbers, if you look at it right now, his sacks. And then, Fred Warner, who's just, I think he's probably the best linebacker in football.
Yeah, he's good, but he cheap shot on DK that day. But
That's true.
So we're both calling. I'm with you. I don't think it'll be easy. This is the early. I mean, week 1's so hard to tell. You have no sense of what every team is, right?
Especially now.
Yeah.
I mean, teams are just ditching, and it's usually the second game, and that's some of the tape that I looked at, or film, or video, or whatever you want to call it, was the second game against the Raiders. It was kind of like the Seahawks did the same thing in the second game against Kansas City, and that's where you could kind of get a feel for it. But like their starters played like 2 series.
Yeah. So everybody's kind of going in blind week 1.
Yeah.
You're kind of guessing, you're hoping. So look, if the 49ers win, is it going to be a shocking upset? No, they're actually favored.
Yeah.
So I'm calling for a Seahawks win, but I think it'll be close. I think it's going to be a tough one. So all right, we got them going 1-0.
Yeah.
They're undefeated after week 1. Week 2, they're on the road against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I have them losing that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that because you just recently bought a Steelers hat and you've got some love for
I
them?
did buy a Steelers hat. I won't wear it around. I know people will probably get angry about that, but I was a Steelers fan growing up. Why? Because of Jack Lambert. And by the way, in my storage unit that was out in Winthrop,
You have the poster?
I got the poster.
the original?
It's
the one
Jack
you wrote
Lambert. He's like, it's a Sports Illustrated. My mom framed it, and I had written in high school, I wrote a little bubble coming out of his mouth that says, "Don't bleep with me." And my mom thought that was funny, actually. So, yeah, I got that back. But
So Aaron Rodgers is going to pass them to victory in week 2.
now that you put it that way, it doesn't sound very good. But, yeah, I mean, look, I went through it and said, I think they're going to be an 11-6 team. What are they going to – who are they going to lose to?
Yeah.
Who are going to be and I think –
Yeah, they're not going to go undefeated.
Yeah.
So I don't care what Paul says. They're not going undefeated. But, no, I'm kind of with you on this, as much as I hate to say it. I think that's a tough one out of the gate. On the road in Pittsburgh. I would love to be wrong on that one. And as I always say, I will happily wear it if I'm wrong on that, because that means they won. But I'm with you, 1-1 to start the season. All right, week 3 versus New Orleans here.
Yeah, I don't like New Orleans this year. I mean, who's their quarterback going to be? Is it going to be that Shuck kid, or
I think it's Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler
He's
was
not
a rookie
beating the
last
Seahawks.
year.
He's not beating the Seahawks. Sorry.
Yeah, no, and especially, well, I would say, especially not at home. But they were 3-6.
Well, it's time. Yeah, it's time to reestablish
Yeah.
the home field. But yeah, Spencer Rattler is not coming to Seattle to beat the Seahawks.
Yeah, no.
So you and I are in
2-1.
agreement here. 2-1, going on the road to Arizona, which
Thursday night game.
I think they're going to split with Arizona, but I don't know if I can call a loss. I just don't believe in Kyler Murray. But
I don't either.
I don't know that they're going to sweep them. I feel like they'll split, but I don't think they're going to lose the one at home. So I guess maybe I'll give Arizona this one. Maybe I'm going to go 2-2 here.
Yeah,
I feel dirty.
Well, I have zero respect for Arizona.
Yeah.
I really do. Yeah, and you look at them, they're just middle of the road in pretty much everything last year. They went heavy defense on their draft. I think their first 3 or 4 or 5 players were defensive players. So, yeah, I just don't respect them, and much of that has to do with their quarterback.
So are you calling for a win on the road?
So I have them sweeping Arizona.
Okay.
Spoiler alert for the home game, but I just don't respect them. I think they take care of the Cardinals this year.
Okay, I hope you're right. So that's our first difference right there. I got them losing to Arizona the first one. I think they're going to win the second one, just as a preview. So you've got them 3-1. I've got them 2-2, right?
1, 2, 3. Yes.
Look at our math skills, crushing it. And then here's where you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay here at home, and not that Tampa can't win. Baker Mayfield has had a resurgence, and we'll see if he can continue that. But this is a celebration of the 50 greatest Seahawks ever to put on a Seahawks uniform at that game, October 5th, here at Lumen Field.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I did that. So I don't think I knew that they were doing it.
Are you surprised you thought that?
I'm surprised. Yeah, I was surprised I thought that. That was a quote from a guy that used to work here. I'm like, how can you surprise yourself that way?
So surprised I thought that. So
well, I don't think I knew at the time, to be fair, but yeah, definitely the turd in the swimming pool there. I mean, that's not cool. But I have them losing to Tampa.
Still, you're going to stick with that?
Well, I mean, aren't we just reading what we did predictions?
No. We're making our predictions now. This is what you think now going into.
Well, now all of a sudden you're going to turn me into Paul Moyer.
Well, I thought that's what, because as I was saying, we didn't know what rosters looked like. We made these predictions way back before any preseason, before cuts. This is about what you think is happening now.
Here we go.
So
I'm putting that one in the win column.
So is that the only difference, or do you have? What about the previous games we just went through? You thought we were just revisiting our old picks?
Yeah.
No. These are. How do you feel now? What are they going to do based on what you've seen preseason? We know what the roster is. The cuts have been made. So you still have them beating San Francisco.
Yeah.
You have them
losing at Pittsburgh.
Losing to Pittsburgh. Still
Beating New Orleans. I'm sweeping Arizona.
All right.
I got no respect for them.
Okay.
I will change that one though. Tampa Bay, and that's going to put me at 12-5 now. So
okay. So I've got them beating Tampa as well. All right. So.
I'm writing down 12-5. Bob's rules.
Lefko, are you on board with this? You understand what we're doing here?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I figured it out.
Okay. Listeners are in their car going, what in the hell is going on right now? Even Matt's confused. And I know he was following along very intently. Jacksonville on the road is the next one. I have no belief in Jacksonville.
Me neither.
Also,
it's just a stupid trip. I don't want to go to Jacksonville.
You're just mad about the travel part of it?
Mad about that. So we're going to go down and take no, I just don't think they've done enough. So
I just don't believe in Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
I don't. I know they gave him the big deal. I just think I don't think he's great.
You know, it's funny that I think one of the worst things is to have the wrong franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think he's the wrong one.
You believe in him and you're paying him like he is, and he's not. He's just not.
Yeah, and they paid him, so they better hope he becomes that guy, but I don't think he is. So I've got him beating Jacksonville.
Yes.
So then we come up on this is a primetime game coming up here. This is against the Houston Texans, Monday Night Football here at Lumen. I got him losing that one.
I do too. I love C.J. Stroud. They've got a good defense. They got a great coach. And look, they're going to drop some. So, yeah, but you know what? Now that I did my little adjustment with Tampa Bay, it's the only one. It's the only one I have them losing at home.
Dave, we have some advice for you.
Yeah.
Stay off the weed.
Who is that?
That is Stephen A. Smith, unfortunately.
Goodness gracious.
That's what you did. That's
it
what
was
I
funny
called for.
until you told me who it was.
Yeah, then it became obnoxious. All right, then we got the bye week, and then they pick it back up November 2nd against the Washington Commanders on the road. That could be a tough one.
Haven't been to that stadium, by the way. And I hear that and this is all I care about, the press box, or where we call the game from, is like down in the end zone or something.
Really?
So, but yeah, I mean, I think
a weird angle. Why would they do that?
Yeah, it is. I don't know.
Jaden Daniels he's a hell of a player, man.
Really good. So yeah, I have them losing at Washington.
Yeah, I'm with you on that too. We both have a loss there. All right, Arizona, second game here at Lumen. We both have them winning. You have them sweeping.
Yeah.
I've got them winning that game.
You got them losing in the Thursday night game earlier, right?
Yes.
Arizona. Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully I'm wrong on that one because I really dislike Arizona. So we both have them winning this one. Then they go on the road taking on the L.A. Rams. Now, who knows what condition Matt Stafford's back will be in by this point? Because I don't think he's 100% right now. Rams are, by everybody's estimation, supposed to be if it's not the Niners, it's the Rams winning this division.
Yeah.
I think they're going to split with the Rams. So I'm going to give the Rams this road game.
Same here. At Los Angeles, also a terrible broadcasting stadium. They just blaring
It's a palace.
music. Just blaring
Is
music.
it a nice broadcasting booth, though?
Not really. Not to make up for the ridiculous amount of noise. The speakers are like right there, but nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
I think look, the Rams are a good team, and I think they're going to be the toughest opponent in this division, not the Niners. I think it's going to be the Rams.
All right, so we both have them losing the road game to the Rams. They're still on the road the next week against Mike Lefko's beloved Tennessee Titans.
Yep.
I'm going to give them a win.
Yep. I'm going to give them a win as well. And also,
I bet you Lefko's giving them a win, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Titans suck. They're the worst team in the NFL.
Do you think they're going to be the worst team?
Not this year.
You think they're going to be amongst?
They'll be amongst the worst teams in the NFL.
This is Mike's favorite team that he's talking about.
Yeah. By the way, he doesn't just like to pick on them because he hates them. This is his favorite team.
Mike
no belief in Cam Ward.
Oh, I have a lot of belief in Cam Ward. The rest of their team's terrible, though.
All right.
Mike just punishes his teams. Man.
I've been right, though, to be fair, with the Titans.
All right.
I've warned you about their awfulness, and they've been awful.
Well, they got a couple of how many former Seahawks are on there now?
Oh, too many.
4?
At least 4. And then they've cycled through some of them.
Dre Jones.
Cody Barton.
Oh, Cody's there.
Yeah, Cody's there.
No kidding.
Oh, Dave's rethinking his pick now.
Ooh, can I change again? No.
Titans by 40.
Well, and where's Lockett?
Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett's there, and then the safety, free safety, right?
No, not anymore.
I'm trying to think. Oh, he's not
Jamal?
there. Jamal. No, not
No,
Jamal.
Jamal went to
Quandre
Oak.
Diggs.
Quandre
Oh, yeah, Quandre
Diggs.
Diggs is back.
Diggs
Yes.
is
Oh, they
there.
did bring him back,
Yeah.
didn't they? That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. That's still not going to be enough. So we both have Tennessee losing. Got the Seahawks winning that. Then they come back home against the Minnesota Vikings. I have no idea what to expect from J.J. McCarthy. No idea what he's going to be.
I'm going to say he's not that big of a deal because the way everybody talks about him around the league. And, like I remember asking Schneider about that, and he's like, why would they trade away J.J. McCarthy? So he likes him. So
This is his rookie. Yeah. I mean, I know technically it's not his rookie year. He hasn't played.
No.
This is his rookie year on the field. I think they get it.
He's much beloved in the coaching and GM community.
I don't quite get it. Maybe it'll become obvious in this game. Maybe he'll come out here and just shine. But I'm going Seahawks in this
win.
one.
Yeah.
On the road in Atlanta against the Falcons.
Yeah.
That could be tough.
They're going to take care of business there.
You think so?
Do you have that as a loss?
I don't remember what I initially
I don't know
called
if you know
it.
this, but you can change.
Well, the good thing is I don't remember what I originally said in this game. But, I mean, Michael Penix, I think, is a hell of a player. I think it's going to be a tough one. I'm going to give that one to the Falcons.
Okay.
I'm going to give that to the Falcons.
I have them winning on the road at Atlanta. They won their last year.
Okay.
And, and it was a defensive game, another good defensive performance. I'm going to make another prediction. They are going to score on defense in that game. They scored 4 times on defense last year.
And they're going to do it against the Atlanta Falcons. All right. Write that one down. So you got them winning. I've got them losing. They come home to face the Colts. I haven't beaten the Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beating the Colts. The end.
The end. You're beating Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Right? He actually did well when he came here with the Giants, didn't he? Did he have a good game?
Yeah, he did. But that's before they got their defense right. So.
Yeah. So, we'll call that a win. Then we got the Rams at home. Now, I have them losing to the Rams on the road. I have them beating the Rams here on Thursday Night Football.
Same. And, again, spoiler alert, but I have them splitting with both the Rams and the Niners.
Okay.
So then
we got Carolina.
Head to Carolina, take care of business.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like them against Carolina.
Yeah. And then the last game of the year, this is, the last loss that I have, but I have them losing at San Francisco at the end of the year.
I got that too.
So that would, for me, it's 11-6.
Yeah. What did that put me, Lefko? Were you keeping track?
No, I was trying to pay attention to Dave's, figure out where he was going.
Well, let's see.
We'll have to go check the tape.
Mike, can you write things down for me? Thank you.
You're paying attention to Dave's. I think I'm one less than you. What do you have, Matt?
11-6.
Okay. I have Matt 10 wins then.
Okay.
So repeating what they did last year.
And I'm sure some of our idiot texters will text in what they think and how stupid we are.
Tell us how we don't know ball and all that stuff. Reminder, Football Fridays are powered by the Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel. Let's take two.
Well, Seahawks have officially ruled out 3 players for Sunday: Uchenna, Tariq Young, and Jake Bobo. And this is from 49ers beat reporter Nick Wagner. Christian McCaffrey did not practice today due to a calf injury. He's officially listed as questionable.
Which is the least surprising thing ever, unfortunately. Hell of a player. Yeah. I won't miss seeing him here. Fine. Don't play against the Seahawks, hopefully.
You know what
we'll see. But
what I'm still mad about, and I remember Greg Olson, who's calling the game this weekend, voicing his opinion that it was absolutely ridiculous that Christian McCaffrey did not win the Heisman his senior year. It was he is such a good player. I've seen him make some of the best runs I've ever seen, like breaking tackles, and I mean, he's just dynamic. But yeah, the health thing with him, it's been a huge problem for him.
Quick over/under number of games Uchenna plays this year.
Uchenna,
I'm going to set the line at 9.5.
Yeah, I was going to say 10.
Would you go over or under?
I'd go over. I mean, you look at the rest of his career now, he didn't play early on when he was with the Chargers, but just because he had really good players in front of him. But yeah, I mean, he's due to have a good, healthy season.
As the Mariners scoreboard watch around the playoff picture, big series in Arlington. Astros and Rangers begin a 3-game series there. They're also going to play again in a little over a week. And then this adds an interesting wrinkle to the MVP race. Aaron Judge is returning to the outfield tonight. He's in right field when the Yankees host the Blue Jays.
Can you believe that Mike Lefkoe asked me this morning, who are you pulling for between the Astros and the Rangers? And it was a serious question.
Well, I mean, I know that insults you, but don't you kind of want the Astros to take Texas out of it?
No.
Peace of mind. I don't know.
This is
Devil's
how
advocate there. Yeah.
This is how I got called a psychopath.
No, you got called a psychopath for rooting for the Astros.
Well, because we lost to them. You want the team that beat you to go on and prove that, you know.
I want them to go down in a fiery mess.
All right, and same here?
Yes, Rangers. I know the Rangers.
Wyman's a psychopath.
The Rangers are a game and a half behind the Mariners. I get it. Mariners need to just handle their business. If they get passed by the Rangers, that's their fault. Yeah. But the Rangers can do them a service because you're 3.5 back of the Astros. Sweep the Astros.
Bob, I think that your hatred for Houston has gone too far.
I think I'm right in line. I'm right where I need to be. Take Two is brought to you by Swedish Cyberknife. Treat prostate cancer with Swedish Cyberknife. Swedish.org/cyberknife prostate. It's time to put our reputations on the line, as if we haven't already done that. We're going to make our Call It Now picks for this Seahawks 49ers matchup. That's coming your way next with Wyman and Bob at Seattle Sports on 710.
Touchdown Seahawks!
Celebrating 50 years of Seahawks football with the voice of the Seahawks, Steve Rabel.
Number 71, Walter Jones. As strong as any defensive player he faced, he had the feet of a dancing bear, and he had hands that once they gripped you, he wasn't going to let go.
The next great chapter in Seahawks history begins Sunday in the season opener against the 49ers at Lumen Field. Kickoff at 1:05.
On the home of the Seahawks, Seattle Sports.
Hey, it's Bob Stelton here, and let me tell you about one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. That's when I went to K2 Vision for RLE. That's Refractive Lens Exchange. Now, Dr. Kopstein started K2 Vision with Dr. King from King LASIK, the most experienced LASIK surgeon in the Northwest. King LASIK plus K2 Vision equals freedom vision for every stage of life. No glasses, no contacts, readers, or cataracts. Now, if you're somebody that struggles with distance vision and now you always need a pair of reading glasses, K2 Vision RLE could be your perfect permanent solution to spending your good active years not needing reading glasses. And here's the cherry on top: you never develop a cataract. Now, if you're somebody like me that had a pair of readers in every room of the home, in your car, you had to bring them into the restaurant with you. Otherwise, like me, you couldn't read the menu. That has all been rectified thanks to RLE. So whether it's LASIK, EVO ICL, or RLE, trust the most experienced team of doctors to recommend what's best for you. Schedule your free Zoom consultation today at K2VisionRLE.com. That's K2VisionRLE.com.
The fall, well, it's a great time to reset your workouts on new stuff, and Top Fitness has some great deals going on right now. Hey, Brock Hewitt here, and you've heard me talk about working out in your home gym. It's the best. From flooring to everything that goes in that gym, like treadmills, ellipticals, and strength training systems, well, Top Fitness provides it all. Top Fitness represents the very best brands available, like Washington's own Precor, yes, the company that created the elliptical, and Inspire Fitness, the leader in strength training machines, along with so many others. Give Top Fitness your room dimensions right now, and you know what? They'll do the rest. They'll do a complete fitness room design. And right now, get 0% interest financing, mention you heard it from me, and receive an additional $100 off any new treadmill or home gym. It's no secret that everyone, from personal trainers to professional athletes, love Top Fitness. Top Fitness has locations in Tukwila, Linwood, and Bellevue, or visit them online at topfitness.com for more info. That's Top Fitness, your best place for home fitness equipment.
Upgrade your home's comfort, style, and energy efficiency before winter during Lake Washington Windows Autumn Savings Event. Save $500 on every window, $1,000 on every door, plus enjoy 0 payments and 0 interest for 12 months. Details at lakewashingtonwindows.com.
Luxury has arrived at Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel. The hotel is open and you can book now at snocasino.com. The destination spa, the expanded non-smoking gaming floor, the big 2,000-seat entertainment space and convention center, and yeah, the new restaurants, food venues as well. Effortless style and the utmost in relaxation. Go to snocasino.com to book. Seattle's closest is now Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel.
Got neighbors? Big Trees can help. This is Nancy Penrose, owner of Big Trees in Snohomish. If you've been considering planting trees to add privacy, look no further than Big Trees. Privacy trees fill in empty spaces, help to define property lines, and add curb appeal. Learn more about Big Trees' big supply of privacy trees at bigtreesupply.com.
Beauty, privacy, instantly. Big Trees.
Switching bath soap from sandalwood to tropical essence? That's glamping in the rainforest. Sometimes a different way is the better way. Like the SR 509 Expressway near SeaTac. Tolling September 29th. Free Good To Go sticker pass at goodtogo509.com.
The home of the Mariners.
Left off to center. It is on its way. Julio, 2-run home run.
Hear every pitch on 710 and the Seattle Sports app.
Paid for by Hims & Hers Health. Hims & Hers Weight Loss is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at 4hers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are not compounded.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At 4hers.com/radio, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you. These include oral medication kits and compounded GLP-1 injections, the same active ingredient that's in Ozempic and Wegovy. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits starts at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatments that put your goals first. Reach your weight loss goals with help from Hers. Get started at 4hers.com/radio to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's 4hers.com/radio. FORHERS.com/radio.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to the end of summer sale at AutoZone. We're celebrating the end of long days and short nights with big deals for a short time, like car wash. Right now, you can save 20% on the Armor All Complete Car Wash Kit. Need new brakes? Duralast brake pads are free with the purchase of Duralast rotors. We've also got oil deals and more. We're ending the summer right with the end of summer sale at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This hour is brought to you by Legacy Group Capital Common Sense Lending.
What's the most you ever lost on a coin toss?
It's time for Wyman and Bob to put their reputations on the line.
I need to know what I stand to win. Everything. Call it.
Say it! Say it! This is Call It Now.
Good answer. Like the way you think.
What if you don't care what your reputation is?
Huh?
What if you don't care what your reputation is? Reputation's on the line.
Then you're going to make bold picks because you're not worried about people chastising you and mocking you. You're used to it.
There we go.
I think Dave's made it clear he doesn't care about people mocking him.
Yeah, especially you. He's used to you. You've hardened him.
Some people bother me. Matthew.
Reputation's on the line. It's we brought it back for the football season. Call it now, where we make our predictions about certain elements of each and every one of these games. And this is game one of 17 coming your way this Sunday. Excited for this Seahawks and 49ers matchup. We've already answered the first question. Call it now. Seahawks win or they lose. We both have them winning.
Yeah, I doubt that our listeners or our texters were listening, so we might as well repeat it. Bob and I, again, for the second time, both have a win here. Got that?
Showing
got
no
that,
faith,
everybody?
no faith in the comprehension skills of our listeners. We do have mean text. That's a strong reminder. We've got mean text coming up at 866-979-3776 because we are going to be turning you over to the Mariners pregame show at 3 p.m. So you've got limited time, so get those mean texts in. Meanwhile, so we both have them winning. All right, how about this? Rushing yards allowed. We'll get into the defense for the Seahawks. Rushing yards allowed. And again, these were kind of hard numbers to come up with, having nothing to go on, no trends of what teams are doing and what they're averaging. So 130.5 total rushing yards allowed. Over under that for the Seahawks defense.
Yards allowed, I'm going to say under on that, definitely. They got the run game in check. And you look at the last 8 games last year.
Yeah.
They were solid.
I'm going under on that as well. We'll do total yards. But how about passing yards? I put the number at 250.5. Again, these could look like crazy numbers down the road, but having not seen these teams, we're just putting it there, looking at what they were last year. I think, what did we say, they average around 275?
Yeah.
Something like that. So 250.5. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to go over on that one just to be realistic. But yeah, I mean, Purdy, we talked about it yesterday, man. He just shreds the middle of the field. He is so good. His timing, everything. And he's got some zip on his fastball. So I think they're going to go over.
Yeah,
slightly over.
I'm with you on the over, and we're both on the under on rushing, especially if McCaffrey's a question mark out there. I know he's not their only back, but so total yards allowed, set it at 350.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go under on that, actually. Does that make sense? Let's see. They got to really, hold the run game in check.
Yeah.
So that's, but yeah, I'd say under, anytime at any point in NFL history, if you're holding a team, around 300, that's a good job.
Yeah, that's kind of the marker, right?
That's kind of what that's kind of where I have them.
Yeah, I think they're going to go slightly over. I think they're going to allow over 350.5 because I don't know that they're going to be able to keep the run game. And I've got them going under 130.5, but they're going to have to really, really limit that to make up for what I think they might do through the air. So I'm going to go a little over on 350.5 total. All right, now we move into Seahawks offense. Does the Seahawks offense go over or under 350.5 yards total?
Yeah, I'm going to say they're going to go over. Not a lot of returning players, and one of them is Bosa, and again, declining numbers for Nick Bosa. So over the last couple of years, they've got maybe the best linebacker in the entire country, Fred Warner, and then they got Lenore. But man, they have 7 rookies on their defense. 2 of them are starting. So I like our offense against this defense.
Okay. I think I might go just a shade under 350.5. I mean, we've been talking about it all offseason and preseason. The biggest question mark is this offense. We really don't know what it's going to be. Is it going to be explosive? Is it going to be, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? Is it going to be, conservative run game? I don't really know yet. So I'm going to just take the slide under on 350.5 total. How about rushing yards? Because this is where the focus was, certainly in preseason. And by all accounts, hearing what they're saying, the run game is going to be a heavy focus of this offense. So do they go over or under 140.5 total yards rushing?
I'm going to say over. Yeah, I believe in this system, and I think it's going to be proven out there. The one thing you would say, though, is that Kubiak's not going to run anything that's going to surprise that defense, right?
Right.
Because they're looking at it every day, and we're talking
same
about
is true for both sides.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Two brothers there going at it as far as offensive coordinators go. So, but yeah, I'm going over.
I'm going to take an under on that. As much as I think they're going to lean on it and emphasize it, I think that the Niners know they're going to do that, and they're going to force them to try to pass the ball a bit more. It doesn't mean they're going to stop the run, but I'll go under 140.5 rushing yards. What about passing yards? Seahawks passing yards over under 225.5.
I'm going to go under on that one, just because I don't know. I mean, the whole Darnold is still thing is still a little bit of a question.
Yep.
And I think that's fair until he, proves otherwise.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over. I don't think it would be a massive day if he threw for 235 yards or something. It would be nice. Hopefully, more touchdowns than picks. We'll see what goes on, but I'm going to take the over on that. Show a little confidence in their passing.
I remember, a lot of games with Russell Wilson where he'd go like 19 for 25, 205 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Yeah, especially the rookie year.
Yeah.
People are getting upset. Is he ever going to throw for 200 yards?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going under. I'm going over there. What about total points scored Seahawks? Over, under 21.5.
Ooh, I'm going to say under because I think they're going to score 21.
I kind of agree with you there,
Yeah.
too. All right, I'm going to go with you there. I'll go with you on the under 21.5.
You are wise, Bob.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll find out just how wise we are on this. All right, Seahawks points allowed. Over or under 17.5?
I'm going to go over, and this is going to be a tight one. 21-20, something like that. So, yeah, I'm going to say over 17.5 points. That's their strength. I mean, their offense, they know what they're doing. Obviously, they know what they're running. They're very certain about that. But then also, you got like 7 players coming back on offense, all new receivers.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I'm going to go under. I have them scoring 17.
Okay.
I'm going to have them at 2 touchdowns and a field goal. That's all I'm giving the 49ers. That's it. So, yeah, I'll take the under on that. So we got a lot of different ones on there, a lot of differences. We'll see how all of that turns out. By the way, you can catch the Mariners-Braves series finale, which is this Sunday, obviously, on the Seattle Sports app or on AM 770. First pitch is at 9:05 a.m. Meanwhile, the Seahawks kick off the 2025 season versus the 49ers. You can catch that on the app and right here on Seattle Sports 710 with pregame coverage beginning at 10 a.m. As always, simply download the Seattle Sports app to find both broadcasts. If you don't want to bounce back and forth, you can do that, and the app is totally free. Just download the app, and you got access to both. So there you go. A little programming note, the debut for your Seahawks and the series finale, which will hopefully be they'll be going for a sweep.
Okay, so you can go back and forth between the 2 games, unlike when there's a game on, Peacock or
exactly right.
Apple.
That's right. You gotta bounce out of it, then you gotta log back in. It's cumbersome, it's slow, and it's not efficient, and it's most certainly not better. All right, there's an obvious candidate for our WHYMAN of the Week. Plus, it's your last chance for mean text at 866-979-3776. That's coming your way next with Wyman and Bob. This is Seattle Sports on 710.
ESPN senior MLB insider Jeff Passett with Brock and Salk.
Watching this team, how nervous should me and the rest of Nervous Mariners fandom be?
I think they're going to be fine. I still think they're a better team than the Rangers. I still think they're a better team than the Royals. And I understand that they haven't played that way. How many weeks are in a season? 24. So we got 4 weeks left. I believe in how they played in the first 18 weeks rather than the last 2. But it does not foretell doom necessarily.
Get more on the Seattle Sports YouTube page and the Seattle Sports app.
Motorcycle riders, have you been out there riding around enjoying this weather while it's here? Because before we know it, it's going to be cold and raining, and that's when my bike goes back in the garage. But anyway, I'm taking advantage of these days. But as you heard me say yesterday, you get close calls every now and again. Had somebody pull out right in front of me that was not looking, and luckily I was. Otherwise, that could have been bad. But if you're somebody that's texted in before, told me about some of the injuries you've sustained in a motorcycle crash, and maybe you're somebody that's had that happen recently and you're talking to law firms out there, do yourself a favor. Go with a law firm that is a motorcycle lawyer, not one that actually tells you, one that actually lives it. That's Law Tigers. They've been a part of the writing community for nearly 25 years nationwide, and they are there when you need them most. You get in an accident, you're looking for answers, you're looking for help, they are there 24/7, 365 days a year. because riders deserve real support when they need it most, and Law Tigers is the resource riders can turn to when they're in need. And you see Law Tigers everywhere. They're out there at all the events. They're out there supporting all the shops, all the clubs. You see the tents, the vans, certainly the billboards. Law Tigers are always by your side, and even better, the case evaluation is always free. There are no fees until your case settles, so they don't get paid until you get paid. And on top of that, they're going to help you get your bike and your gear repaired or replaced because they know how much all of that means to you. So you never ride alone with the Law Tigers. Washington's Motorcycle Lawyers, Jimmy Cook, 539 Broadway, Unit 104, Tacoma, Washington, 98402.
I saw her texting coming up to a stop sign, and so I saw the accident coming, and she T-boned us.
In the blink of an eye, Crystal's life changed when she suffered a severe spinal injury.
The pain was something I had never experienced before in my neck. I got massage therapy. I saw a chiropractor. I was prescribed muscle relaxers so I could sleep. I got depressed. Nothing was relieving the pain.
Drugs, sleepless nights, and depression. Sound familiar? I'm Dr. Mark Shelley, a chiropractic physician and board-certified functional neurologist. At Sound Pain Solutions, our treatments include high-dose laser combined with spinal decompression and other comprehensive therapies to rehabilitate damaged discs. We use treatments that are non-surgical, FDA-cleared, drug and pain-free.
I was able to get off my pain medicines, and I was able to sleep through the night, and that was what I was desperate for.
To learn if you're a candidate for our treatment, call us. Sound Pain Solutions. 855-996-0025 or click soundpainsolutions.com.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Maura Dooley here. It's time to recognize a woman in our sports community with the 2025 Women of Inspiration Award. The nominations are in, and the Seattle chapter of WHYS, which stands for Women in Sports and Events, needs your help selecting a winner. Voting is open now until September 26th at WOISeattle.org. The winner will receive a generous cash donation from WHYS and their partners for the cause of their choice. Help honor a local woman today. Vote by September 26th at WOISeattle.org.
The home of the Mariners.
One hopper snared at short. On a quick hop by J.P. Crawford. That guy's a magician over there at shortstop.
Seattle Sports.
Download the Seattle Sports app.
From whiplash to herniated discs, there are a few car accident injuries we've all heard of. J.P. Pendergast with Pendergast Law explains that even the most common injuries differ from one another.
Pre-existing conditions, health history, beginning of treatment. There are hundreds of factors that make every person and every injury unique. While these variables aid medical treatment, the strongest case recoveries must also take them into account.
Could you explain a little bit more?
Our team at Pendergast Law is obsessed with turning over every stone to differentiate each case. This requires thorough investigation, diligent listening, and relentless research. We never pursue cases with a one-size-fits-all approach. We built our success by treating every injury and every case with the individualized attention our clients need and deserve.
Pendergast Law's individualized approach to even the most common injuries makes the difference in case outcomes. It's another reason why I can't recommend them enough.
If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident, call Pendergast Law. We can help.
Crawl space and attics are not places you want to spend much time, but many homes in our area can have serious issues behind the hatches. Hi, it's the owner of Crawl Pros, Richard Herron. For years, you've heard us talking about how we go where you don't want to. with our free corner-to-corner inspection to keep your crawl space and attic well insulated and free of mold and water. You've also heard about the pest control division of our company to keep your home bug and critter free. I'm excited to tell you about our newest division, Plumber Pros. Plumber Pros takes the same customer-first approach to plumbing that we do with our crawl space, attic, and pest control work. We've hand-picked skilled plumbers that I know you'll feel comfortable inviting into your home. So next time you run into plumbing issues, from leaky faucets and clogged drains to full home repipes and sub pump installations, call Crawl Pros and we'll get our plumbing division, Plumber Pros, out to get it resolved. For anything related to your crawl space, attic, pest control, or plumbing, call Crawl Pros or visit us at crawlpros.com.
Why, man? Why?
Lunch has been canceled today due to lack of hustle. Deal with it.
He's a habitual line stepper.
What were you thinking? What are you doing?
Why are you the way that you are?
It's the Why Man of the Week.
WHYMAN is presented by Mazda of Everett, and we will get to your mean text here in a matter of moments at 866-979-3776. Meanwhile, we start with the recency of last night's game, the Cowboys and the Eagles, and before play one even happened. You had the return, but the play from scrimmage had yet to happen because there was an injury on the field, and somehow, some way, Jalen Carter and Dak Prescott got into it. I don't know what led to what, but there's video of Dak spitting somewhere on the ground, but somewhere in the neighborhood of Jalen Carter. And according to what I was reading you today, Dave, Jalen came up to him and he said, "Are you trying to spit on me?" And Dak said, "Why would I try to spit on you?" At which point Jalen said, "Phew, spit on him." So that's what happened. He got ejected from the game before ever running a single play.
He did it right in front of the ump, right?
The official is right there.
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, what? So Jalen Carter was talking about, whether he was too angry to know what he did in the heat of the moment.
Jalen, when it happened, were you like in a fit of rage, or what was your?
No, I was calm. I walked off the field calmly. I was not mad. That's pretty much, I couldn't really do nothing else. The ref decision is the ref decision.
Well, you're a moron too.
Well,
it was just a stupid thing to do, and he was smiling. Anybody that watched it, he was smiling, like chuckling off the field. I don't know if he was chuckling at, "Oh boy, I'm a moron. I can't believe I did that," or what he was laughing at. But yeah, it was just the whole thing ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't get that. He says he wasn't angry. Well, don't you have to be really angry to spit in somebody's face? I mean, I just remember growing up, my dad he would always tell him, "No, don't ever let anybody spit on you. Spit in your face, you punch them."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, I don't get that. The whole thing doesn't really make much sense. But by the way, they were talking a lot about Dak Prescott's build now, and like how he's like really worked hard, and also I've just always known Dak to be one of the. It's not like we're on a first name basis or anything, but
I've always known
Dak
him to be
Prescott.
when I've interacted with him,
Yeah.
he's been great.
But I've always pulled for him. I think he's a good guy, and I don't think he would do anything that would warrant that. So
when you see the video, you can see he's not even looking at him when he spits on the ground. So why he would try to spit at Jalen Carter, I have no idea. But he was trying to get through his offensive lineman. He said so he didn't spit on them. He's like, "Look, I spit a lot. I'm out there on the field. That's what guys do. But I didn't want to spit on my own lineman, so I stepped through him, spit on the ground, and then Jalen walked up to him and said, 'Are you trying to spit on me?'
Yeah.
And he's like, 'Why would I do that?'
Right.
At which point Jalen just decided, well, you did, so here you go.
Yeah.
Because he's a dunce.
Well, it's a great question. Why do you want to piss off a defensive lineman that's trying to get to you? So
yeah, nothing's happened yet.
Right.
Nothing in the game hasn't even really started outside of the opening kickoff. Meanwhile, Ryan Clark does not think that some of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history qualify as generational talents.
I think John Elway was a generational talent. I think Patrick Mahomes is a generational talent. I don't think Tom Brady, I don't think Drew Brees, I don't think Peyton Manning are generational talents. I think Andrew Luck ended up being a generational talent. I don't think there's a ton of them out there.
But so then what? Then how does one, in your eyes, be a generational talent? Because there's not a lot of difference.
Production. Let me chime in here because I love the argument back and forth between y'all. I ain't trying to get in the way of it. But here's the reality. The operative word here is. Do you believe Arch Manning is a generational talent? He could be, but he's not. Why not yet? What have you seen to say that he is?
I don't even understand what was going on. So he's saying Andrew Luck is a generational talent, but Peyton Manning and Tom Brady are not?
Was he talking about Andrew Luck in college? Maybe?
Yeah, coming out of college, I think. Yeah. Traits, prototype, quarterback.
Okay, if
like
you're saying, Brady coming out of college, nobody expected him to become what he became. So if that's the context, because that didn't make sense.
Well, but Peyton Manning, Peyton Manning, number 1 pick, and he was pretty good in college.
Yeah, the Brady one makes sense, but Peyton doesn't. Mm-hmm. And then who else did he say? Drew Brees.
Brees wasn't.
Mahomes, he said, is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I remember Andrew Luck really quick. He actually threw a pick or had a fumble or something, and then he just pounded whoever the defensive player was that was returning it, just like Titus Heward. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Brock's son threw a pick, and then he went and he actually got I think he got a penalty on it, but he hit the guy that intercepted him as hard as I've ever seen a high school player hit someone. I remember Andrew Luck had something like that. But, I've been meaning to mention that because Titus used to do little tackling drills in here in the studio with me. So I like to think
so. You're trying to say you taught him well, is what you're saying.
I told Brock, I said, I don't think I ever hit anybody that hard in high school.
That was a hell of a hit.
That was amazing.
All right, let's get to mean texts. Just a couple minutes for these. How'd they do, Lefko?
Yeah, as best you could have hoped.
Well, we did get some from Italy.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Adam Ray, who's out there.
Sure. Those.
Yeah, he said, sent from Italy, where I've seen 14 different old Italian men who look like Lefko. He says, Bob has the face of a guy who wears sandals with socks. Lefko has the face of a guy who poops with his eyes closed. I don't even know what that means. Dave has the face of a guy who cuts his own hair. Salk has the face of a guy who body checks an old woman so she doesn't cut in front of him when he exits the plane.
I can see that one happening.
I do feel like doing that every once in a while, by the way.
Brock looks like a vampire who only sucks the blood of men who can bench press 400 pounds. Salk has the body of a disgruntled minor league mascot from the 80s. Lefko, there's a lot of bathroom ones. Lefko looks like he always pees naked. Mm-hmm. Matt Nelson has the voice of a guy who sells fake, what's a labubu, to middle school teachers.
He liked it.
What's a labubu part really sold it.
I think
that added a layer to the joke.
What is a labubu?
It's the dumbest fad we've had in a while. It's just these like little collectible keychains. They look like little monsters.
Yeah, apparently you okay.
They're the Beanie Babies of today's time.
All right.
Oh, gotcha.
Dave looks like he goes through the drive-thru just to talk to someone.
So how you doing?
How's your night? Sir? No. Anything from our listeners there, Lefko?
Yeah, 253 says, I'm high and working, you bum-legged old man.
Nice.
206. So Dave can't even pay attention during his own show, but it's the texters who are dumb.
Yeah, that's right.
We got one more here. We'll wrap up on this. 509 says, the Mariners should be forced to listen to this show so they can feel how bad it is to watch/listen to people tanking.
Oh, all right. Good one to end on. There you go. All right. If you guys missed any part of today's show, you can find it on the podcast page at seattlesports.com. You got the Mariners pregame show coming your way next. We're going to talk to you on Monday right here with Wyman and Bob, Seattle Sports on 710.
Touchdown Seahawks! Celebrating 50 years of Seahawks football with the voice of the Seahawks, Steve Rabel.
Number 71, Walter Jones. As strong as any defensive player he faced, he had the feet of a dancing bear, and he had hands that once they gripped you, he wasn't going to let go.
The next great chapter in Seahawks history begins Sunday in the season opener against the 49ers at Lumen Field. Kickoff at 1:05.
On the home of the Seahawks, Seattle Sports.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Mom, Go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotion. A few seconds later, my mother said, "Oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo." I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotion, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. Consequently, they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25 a month. Dial pound 250 and say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
History, it had the gold rush. Then came the oil boom, the tech boom, but right now it's the Wi-Fi boom, and Xfinity Wi-Fi is booming. Xfinity has everything you need to tap into the Wi-Fi boom with seriously powerful and seriously reliable connection. It's got 99.99% network reliability and incredibly low lag, so your streams are smoother than making a decision on what to stream. And did I mention that you can even connect to hundreds of devices so you, your kids, your parents, your poker group, and whoever else is at home can all experience the Wi-Fi boom with Xfinity. And the Wi-Fi isn't the only thing that's booming. Get the most reliable Wi-Fi and our best in-class equipment for one consistent price for 5 years guaranteed all in. Plus get unlimited data included and no annual contract, all with the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Visit Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Restrictions apply, not available in all areas. New residential customers only. Select plans only. Xfinity Gateway with XFi Complete required for unlimited data except in certain areas. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024. Actual speeds vary.
September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. I'm fortunate to speak with someone who underwent treatment for prostate cancer in February. Dave Wyman here, joined by Tim Hunter, a lifelong local radio host. Tim, how did you hear about Swedish Cyberknife?
Well, it was this familiar-sounding voice on the radio telling me about it, and so I thought I'd investigate that. Everything I heard was what I wanted to hear, and so I reached out.
What's it like to go through the Cyberknife treatment?
Well, you go in, you do a 5-day-in-a-row stint. You go to the Swedish hospital, and it's, they say set aside 45 minutes for each treatment. It's really only about 35 minutes of that little robotic arm dancing around you. There's no pain involved. It's just a matter of listening to music in headphones and trying your best not to move.
Looking back on your Swedish Cyberknife experience, what stood out?
It was too easy. It was just too easy. I went through it, and I just went, that's it?
Treat prostate cancer with Swedish Cyberknife. Go to swedish.org/cyberknifeprostate.
Hey, it's Bob Stelton here, and I can see clearly now. It's amazing. Let me tell you about one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. That's when I went to K2 Vision for Refractive Lens Exchange, or RLE. Dr. Kopstein started K2 Vision with Dr. King from King LASIK, the most experienced LASIK surgeon in the Northwest. King LASIK plus K2 Vision equals freedom vision for every stage of life. No glasses, contacts, readers, or cataracts. So if you're somebody that struggles with distance vision and now you always need a pair of reading glasses, K2 Vision RLE could be your perfect permanent solution to spending your good active years not needing reading glasses. And here's the capper. You're never going to develop a cataract. I'm somebody that needed readers in every room of the house. I needed to see the scoreboard out at ball games. I just couldn't see clearly. That has all changed thanks to RLE. Whether it's LASIK, EVO ICL, or RLE, trust the most experienced team of doctors to point you in the right direction. Schedule your free Zoom consultation today at K2VisionRLE.com. That's K2VisionRLE.com.
Paid for by Hims & Hers Health. Hims & Hers Weight Loss is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at 4hers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are not compounded.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At 4hers.com/radio, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you. These include oral medication kits and compounded GLP-1 injections, the same active ingredient that's in Ozempic and Wegovy. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits starts at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatments that put your goals first. Reach your weight loss goals with help from Hers. Get started at 4hers.com/radio to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's 4hers.com/radio. FORHERS.com/radio.
Let's go! This is Seattle Sports.